If your heart is already racing before you even open Instagram, this isn't just in your head. Your morning routine is quietly training your body to wake up in alarm mode. And today you can turn that alarm down a few notches without giving up coffee or your phone. Here's a tiny reframe you can test right now. Instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" ask, "What state is my body in?" That shift alone moves you from self-blame to curiosity. Most people think their morning panic is about thoughts, the what-ifs, the headlines, the endless comparison. Underneath that, your body is running a much older script: heart faster, muscles braced, stomach tight, mind scanning for danger. Coffee plus doom scrolling is like hitting the gas and opening the siren at the same time. Caffeine tells your system, "We're on," and urgent news, hot takes, and notifications tell it, "We're not safe." Your body doesn't know you're on the couch. It reacts as if you stepped into a storm. Your system has a few main modes. There's fight, where everything is wired and ready to argue or push through. There's flight, where you feel like you want to run from your own day. And there's freeze, where you stare at the screen, stuck, while the minutes slide by. None of these are personal flaws. They're survival modes that got stuck in the on position. The good news is that these modes are physical. That means small physical choices can move you between them. Think of it like a dial rather than a light switch. You're not trying to jump from panic to bliss. You're nudging the needle from red alert toward, "I can handle this." 3 ideas can help you do that in a way that actually fits your life: state check, body dial, and daily bookends. State check works because naming your state reminds you that this is a body setting, not your entire personality. If you can describe the storm, you're already a step outside of it. You can do a state check today by asking yourself, especially in the morning, am I more like a racing engine, a humming engine, or a stalled car? Racing engine is that wired, jittery feeling. Humming engine is steady alert. Stalled car is when you feel heavy and numb. An everyday example: you wake up, grab your phone, and feel your chest jumping. You pause and think, "Okay, racing engine." Instead of deciding you're crazy, you've just named a setting that can be adjusted. Body dial works because your system listens more to what you do with your body than to what you say in your head. Small signals like temperature, movement, and stimulation tell it whether to calm down or gear up. You can use body dial today by changing the order and intensity of what hits your senses. For 10 minutes, let light, water, and a little movement come before the harshest inputs. That might mean walking to the sink, splashing cool water on your face, opening a window or curtains, and stretching your legs while the coffee brews, instead of drinking it while you scroll breaking news. An everyday example: your old pattern is roll over, unlock phone, read 3 terrifying headlines, then slam espresso. New pattern with body dial might be sit up, feet on floor, cool water on your hands, glance outside for a minute, then coffee. And only after that, a couple of chosen sources instead of a flood. Daily bookends works because your system loves predictability at the edges of the day. Clear beginnings and endings tell your body when to rise and when to settle, so it doesn't spend all 24 hours half-braced. You can build daily bookends today by choosing one tiny body-first ritual in the morning and one at night that doesn't involve screens. In the morning, it could be those 2 minutes by the window while your mug cools. At night, it might be washing your face with warm water and writing one line about something that went okay. An everyday example: instead of falling asleep with your phone centimeters from your nose, you plug it in across the room, rinse your face, and jot, "Survived a hard meeting," in a notebook. Your body starts to associate those actions with, "We're safe enough to power down." Think about a familiar morning. Your alarm goes off, you hit snooze twice, and before you've sat up, your thumb is on the screen. You see a disaster, then an email subject from your boss, then someone's perfect body on a beach. Coffee is already in your hand. Your heart is hammering. Your jaw is clenched. You're scrolling faster without noticing. By the time you stand up, your body is in fight or flight, and the day hasn't even started. Later, you wonder why a small message from a coworker makes you want to cry. It's not because you're weak. It's because your system has been told since sunrise that the world is on fire and you're late. When you start from that place, thoughts are like leaves in a storm. They don't land. You can try affirmations and logic, but your body is unconvinced. That's why regulating body first and thought second works better. You're changing the weather, not yelling at the leaves. This doesn't mean you have to give up coffee or pretend the news doesn't exist. It means you stop letting them be the very first things that speak to your nerves. You insert your own signals before the world's. One helpful morning pattern blending all three ideas could look like this. You wake up and do a quick state check, racing, humming, or stalled. If you're racing or stalled, you use body dial, cool water, a bit of movement, a glimpse of daylight, then coffee. Then you let daily bookends start with one question instead of a feed. What kind of day do I want my body to think it is? Around the middle of your day, you can check in again. If this way of understanding yourself makes mornings feel a bit less harsh, subscribe so you have more gentle tools to try over time. Evenings matter just as much. If you end the day by hitting your system with dark shows, doom scrolling, and late caffeine, your body goes to bed confused. Is it time to rest or time to run? You can use the same three ideas at night. An evening state check might sound like, do I feel more wired, flat, or gently tired? If you're wired, body dial might be warm water instead of cold and a softer light instead of a bright overhead. If you're flat, a short walk around the block can wake you just enough to feel like a person again before you sleep. As a daily bookend at night, you might choose a tiny closing ritual, one sentence on paper about something you survived or something that felt kind. Over time, your system learns that this is the signal that the day is over and no new threats are coming in. None of this has to be perfect. The goal isn't to become some serene monk who never checks the news. The goal is to have at least 2 moments in the day where your body hears clearly, you're safe enough right now. You might still notice your mind racing with what ifs. That's okay. Those thoughts are habits too. When your body is less revved, they have less fuel. You don't have to win an argument with every fear. You just have to stop pouring gasoline on the fire as soon as you wake up. It can help to have words ready when your old habits tug you back to the phone. The sentence you can use is this: I can calm my body before I try to fix my thoughts. If you live with a lot of stress, money, family, health, the state of the world, this isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about not starting every single morning as if you're already losing. You deserve at least a few minutes where your system knows it is allowed to stand down. You also don't need to overhaul everything at once. Pick one place to start. Maybe you keep coffee but delay your feed by 10 minutes. Maybe you still scroll, but only after you've seen real daylight. Maybe you decide that after 10 p.m., your phone doesn't get to show you anything scary. Your nervous system is trainable. It learned to react this fast because it was trained over and over by your routines and your environment. It can learn a different pattern the same way. Slowly, with repetition, using simple cues. When you think about real change, it's tempting to jump straight to big mental goals. Be more positive, stop worrying, think differently. Those are tall orders for a brain floating in a body that feels like it's under attack. Small physical cues are more honest and more doable. So you check your state instead of judging yourself. You turn the body dial with cold and warmth, light and movement, instead of only words. You set daily bookends that tell your system when the day starts and when it ends. If even one part of this made your morning feel less like a lost cause, press like so more people with racing hearts and bright screens can find a softer way to begin. You're not broken for needing this. You're a human nervous system living in a world that shouts from your pocket. When you learn to answer with your body before you answer with your thoughts, your coffee can taste like coffee again, not like panic in a cup.